In this video I'll be showing you how to do a basic flight, the PMDG 737. First we'll click on fuel, then we'll set the fuel to a third of a tank, so 33%. Click that button, it comes up. And you got your total weights and everything. You can also adjust those just by putting numbers into the scratch pad at the bottom. Next we'll go to Payload. We'll just leave it as it is, but you can change your passengers, your cargo, and center of gravity and everything else. We'll leave it as is for now. It sets this for you for the most part. We'll go back to the FMC. This is the airport data pretty much, just of where we are. We'll go to position initiate, reference airport, today will be CYYC. So put that in the scratch pad at the very bottom there, where it's green. That's the scratch pad, and then we'll put that as reference airport. Then it gives you your location. Gates doesn't really matter in this, but you could put it in if you wanted to. And then the origin will still be what your reference airport was, the CYYC. So you just push origin and it goes there. And today's flight will be going to CYEG. So we put that in the scratch pad there at the bottom. Push destination, it goes in there, we're good to go. Flight number, you don't need to have one, but today we'll put one in. We'll go www333. Push it in there, that becomes your flight number. We'll take it off runway 34. And now you'll see on the display that runway 34 is now shown as that white line, white dotted line. Then we'll go to departure and arrival. Click on departure. Click on push next page at the bottom there. Find runway 34, click it, it'll select it. They'll select SID to depart on, which pushes like a vector out of the airport. And then you'll see that's this blue line, that is the path, but it's not yet active. We'll do that in a second here. We'll push that, so go back to there, click activate, push execute, the light turns on. And now it turns the magenta line, which means it's the active route, which we will be flying. Then you go to performance initiate. ZFW is zero fuel weight, click on it, at the bottom and it'll come up what your current zero fuel weight is in the FMC. And then you click that, it does that calculation for you. Reserves will do 5. It's a standard reserve. And 25 is also a realistic cost index to follow. And others will be more efficient. Flight level 281 is the best one to go at, but we'll go 280, just make it easy. Just push execute, and it programs that into the autopilot. Kind of. Then you got your N1 limits, which you can usually just leave and it'll be fine. Flaps will do a 5-degree flap takeoff today. It'll come to the scratch pad like usual. Then you get your VREFs there, but we'll do center of gravity too. That's 24%. That comes up there. Then for the VREFs, 133, 135, 144, just click on the button beside them and you're good to go. And for remaining runway, we'll do 5,000 feet, so 050, and that just programs that there. And you got your flight plan showing there still. But currently the TCAS is off, which we'll do in a bit. You can see your panel lights and switches and stuff. Your primary display with the green VREFs on it. We'll set the altitude to flight level 280, so 28,000 feet. Then we'll turn on the auto throttle, just arm that in case we have to do a rejected takeoff or something. But we'll set the speed to 250, as that is the speed which we can go under, at or below 10,000 feet. Now turn on the flight director on the left side, or pilot side. Turn the brakes to RTO, which is rejected takeoff. We'll set our flaps to 5 degrees right now. You can do that by clicking on the flap lever 3 times, pushing F7 3 times. You'll see the little arrow go to 5 shortly here. Then the yellow light turns on saying that they are extending. Green light means that they have extended. Here we are on the co-pilot side, the first officer side. We'll turn the flight director for the first officer side. And you'll see that that's on there with the green box. Push LNAV and VNAV, which is lateral navigation, vertical navigation, which is what is used to follow that magenta line with autopilot. So it comes up there on the screen there. Here's your panel lights, which just illuminates the buttons, which is nice because it's realistic. That's a circuit breaker behind the first officer and pilot seat. You have to change your altitude here to 2800 by 28,000. So you will get errors in your flight. 3550 is the rough level or altitude we are at right now. Got all the lights and stuff. We'll turn the engines to continuous just in case there's a bird strike. We have a better chance of keeping the engines going. We'll turn the lights on. And TCAS is off. We go down to the middle console here. And right click on this thing 4 times. And it goes to TARA. You push test. I'll take you back to the panel here. And you'll see all these red lines and stuff. And that's what it says when you've successfully activated the TCAS system, which is Traffic Collision Avoidance System. And this is where I go just to make sure that everything's set up properly, so it's easy for you to see that the LNAV and your speeds are all set up. I'm going to set the runway heading here, just to make sure that we stay on that heading. Then on the right there you see the CDMA, which is what you have to click to activate the pilot. FS actions. Let's go to pushback here now, since we're ready to go. We're going to turn 90 degrees. So we push 90, and then go to 2 degrees on the left side. And I'll click left, button on the left. We'll go. Make sure the nose goes to the left. It's the right one. We'll just put it to.
And ground cockpit.
Go ahead, Captain.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Martin, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please park and brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off. Cleared to push.
Brakes off. Here we go.